happening, y'all? Welcome back for another exciting edition of the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on the hub. I am your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined once again by my co-host, the Warden Matt Ritter. How you doing today, Matt?
What's going on? Yes, you are first, Will.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. So, Matt, anything new from yesterday? What been watching anything new? Been playing anything new?
I realized after I answered your question that one of the subjects we were going to talk today I was not fully caught up on, so I got caught up on that. Oh, heard a little bit of an echo. Also, because it was May the 4th, I decided to put together as many of my Star Wars Lego sets as I could. So okay. I've got two more I think are done, but I just got to double check and make sure. I'm missing a Darth Vader. I'm missing a Luke Skywalker. There's somewhere. I just got to find them in this mess of bullshit. But yeah, most of those are set up and done. So now I just got to figure out how I'm going to arrange everything. But the one I was most excited about was Darth Vader's castle, and that was pretty much almost completely together already when I pulled it out of the box, which made me really happy. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, not much new for me, but during our conversation yesterday, sir, we brought up something. And I wanted to know if I could get black and white on my PC. So I started looking and I started digging. Matrick Bob Ritter.
Something like that.
Did you know there was a black and white too?
I feel like I did. But when did it come out?
2005.
Okay, yes, I did know that then.
Because I did not. And normally is when we talk about what we've been watching, what we've been playing, but damn that. I have the trailer for it here, and I want to watch this trailer because I know it was from existing.
Damn near 20 years ago almost.
Yeah.
18 years ago.
Yeah, we're about to watch this 20-year-old game's trailer right now because I saw it last month. Nope, I'm not going to watch this. I'm going to watch it on the show tomorrow because I'm hosting and I can do what I want. So let's see what this is.
To be a god, to wield the power of good and evil, that is your destiny.
I remember the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Create cities and win through peace. Okay. Shitty frame rate aside.
That's what I'm saying. This game needs a fucking update, Travis.
It does.
Because for those of you,
if it does look like this, the frame rate is actually going to bother me on this. And knowing that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. What were you going to say, Matt? I'm sorry.
First off, I love Amani's comments. Speaking of black and white too, we're getting a double dose of Creatia black and white twins.
Ice cream makes everything better.
I was going to say, if you're not familiar with what black and white 2 is, ladies and gentlemen, you're God. And you can choose to be a benevolent God or an evil God.
So you can just wake up and choose violence every day and
black or white.
Oh yeah. It's Oh, it was a good time. And the fact that I know Black and White 2 exists, and like the more I watched it, the more I'm like, maybe I did know about this and just kind of forgot about it because I didn't actually get it when it came out. That was when I was away at fam, and my life there, I was way too busy at that point when that game came out to be even thinking about getting a new PC game. Plus, I didn't have one I could really play it on anyway. So it was a whole other
Same.
thing.
I think I was aware of it, but like you said, that time in 2005, if it was the summer, I was still living in Indiana. If it was in the fall, I was attending college courses and living out in Sterling doing terrible, terrible things that I should not have done in my life. Making bad choices.
If your future self didn't come back and stop you from doing it, was it really that terrible?
I wish my future self would come back and stop me from riding on the hood of that car and breaking my fucking ankle. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah, but you learned, you know?
Yeah, well.
Oh, man. But I haven't really been watching or playing anything new since yesterday. Just some more Marvel Snap when I was just kind of laying in bed, still awake. Did watch some TNG, though, while I was playing Snap last night. So it was that.
I'm going to put these on. The rack's not showing up. I just want to be more of a twin than we are right now. So don't worry.
Okay, I was about to say we do not. We are not doing that today, Matt.
I just want to match. That's all.
All right. But
you know, funny story about that. So when I was working day shift before I got like on my CPAP and everything, I get home and I'd take a nap. And I warned Kate to be careful because I was used to living alone about waking me up from a nap. Well, one day we were dating. She hadn't moved in. She came over to visit or whatever. I was passed out. She got in the house. She woke me up and I sat up and I about punched her in her fucking face because she woke me up out of a dead sleep and I didn't expect anyone to be in the house. Scared the shit out of her. Has not happened since. I'm very used to having her in the house being woken up now. But at that point, I'm passed out on the couch. Someone's in my house. I woke up and I have my fist ready to go.
Well, luckily, I was, I lived alone before Amani, but I had, Bear, who was not quiet when anybody was anywhere near the house. So luckily, it was just in my head. If somebody was in the house, I'd know. But I get it, though. I get it. But, Matt, I think it's that time. You know what time I'm referring to?
Is it the time when we talk about the fact that I'm assuming Will installed a bidet in his downstairs bathroom? He sent me a video of it and said it's like a super soaker for his butthole. Is it that time?
I mean, no, but honestly, do you not have a bidet on your toilet?
I do not. I need to get one. I've been talking about one. Kate's not interested.
Sir, it will change your life. Just go ahead and get you one of them little $30 bidet toppers from Amazon. It's so easy to put on, and it will change your fucking life.
I might do that for the downstairs bathroom. I've been
Just
wanting to get one.
Just do it. Like I tell everybody this. Like my parents didn't have one, and not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before that. I'm like, I'm getting you bidets for your toilets. Like there are bidets going on these toilets.
Okay. Is it newsy time?
Newsy time.
So much better.
So, right now in the news, there's a few things we can talk about here. And I think the best way to go about this is to just jump right into this week's Creatia Comic Moment. So let's do that. And now it's time for the Creatia Comics Moment. We are going all comics right now for the news. Let's start with some Marvel stuff, shall we?
Sure.
So it's been the episode count for Secret Invasion and the runtime of the episodes has all been announced now, so we kind of know what we're looking at when this show comes out, because it was kind of speculated as far as, is it going to be hour long? Is it going to be 30-minute episodes? What do we get? What are we getting here? Are there going to be some longer ones? But we have an answer. This article comes from comicbook.com and written by Nathaniel Braille. Marvel Studios may be getting ready to release Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which they now have. What happened? What's up?
You said Braille. I was reading in Braille.
Oh, that's what's going on. Okay,
Yeah, sorry,
got
I
it.
didn't mean to distract you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But they also have one of their major projects being released this summer. The studio is also releasing their first series of the year, Secret Invasion, and it's bringing Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, to the forefront. Secret Invasion looks like a sci-fi spy story set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it has a pretty star-studded cast to back it up. From everything we've seen in the first trailer, it seems like Secret Invasion will be a major hit on Disney Plus. It was never disclosed whether or not the Secret Invasion would have a hour-long or half-hour-long runtime, and now we finally have an answer. According to the latest issue of Empire Magazine, Secret Invasion is set to have 6 hour-long episodes.
Okay.
So yeah, how you feeling? We got hour-long episodes for Secret Invasion. We know what we're getting. It drops June 21st. Well, first episode June 21st. How you feeling?
I feel good. You figure 6 hour-long episodes means it's going to take 6 hours to tell at least this part of the Secret Invasion story that they want to tell. Generally, you get a movie or a couple movies every year. They're somewhere between 2 to 3 hours, so it's half of that. So we're going to get almost like 2 movies worth of content here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good with it. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, and keeping the episode count short, it runs the risk of them rushing things, but it also gets rid of the risk of throwing in filler episodes.
Yep.
So it's one of those 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. We'll see where they land. But yeah, we now know Secret Invasion, their episodes are 1 hour, 6 of them.
So this is Skrull stuff, right? That's what Secret Invasion is about. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, like I've watched Marvel movies over and over and over again, and I'm kind of very confused as to like, I know that the Nick Fury on planet Earth right now is a Skrull playing Nick Fury and various other people. Nick Fury's up on a space station with other Skrulls, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's
hanging
probably
out.
Skrulls. Yeah, Skrulls up there. Like
That's why I need to see.
My guess is
that.
that's the because there's also Sword, which is the shield equivalent in space. So they haven't really established that in the MCU, but we know that exists in Marvel Comics. So that's what I'm guessing. That's a shield. I mean, that's a Sword station, but who knows?
So that's why I'm kind of excited for this, is to maybe get a little bit more clarification and bring some of this stuff together, because we've dropped a lot of movies that aren't really interconnected, like Shang-Chi
things, yeah,
and everything. And I want to start seeing how this is all going to come together as like an Avengers thing. And
yeah. And also, Marvel's in a very strange place right now where we're kind of wondering what they're going to pivot to, because they're probably going to pivot away from Kang, or if they're going to recast Kang,
God damn it, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. So
you were the chosen one.
Exactly. He definitely was. Like, he was about to
Creed,
that
Marvel.
Lovecraft Country before that, coming up with the Marvel stuff now. Like, and he was the good point of Ant-Man and the Wasp, the last one, Quantumania. Like, as much as people complained about that movie, he was the one part everybody was like, he was fucking great.
He was.
Fuck. Yeah. Fucking awful. Sticking with Marvel news, Daredevil Born Again has added, speaking of Lovecraft Country, their director. This article also comes from comicbook.com from Adam Bernhardt. Principal photography on Daredevil Born Again continues to move along as another filmmaker has joined the project. As first reported by Cosmic Circus, Jeffrey Nachmanoff will direct at least one episode of the highly anticipated Marvel Cinematic show. Nachmanoff made the reveal himself through the biography page on his website, listing the projects he's working on. In addition to Born Again, Nachmanoff is also working on Lovecraft Country, has also worked on Lovecraft Country, Echo 3, The Passage, and Chicago Fire. To date, little has been unveiled about the show's crew, other than the fact that it was written by a room led by Matt Corman and Chris Ord. Only Michael Cuesta from Dexter has been revealed as one of the show's directors. It's also unclear how Marvel's splitting the workload for the show, given its a record-setting 18 episodes. I did not know that.
Holy shit.
But yeah.
All right.
So We got the Lovecraft Country director here, but we also just both of us news to us 18 fucking episodes. God damn, we're gonna have to talk about both of those things.
Yeah, well, so I knew you loved Lovecraft Country. I remember you talking about it, you watched it, so I was like, all right, this will be cool for Travis because this is somebody who has directed something that he already enjoys, getting into a franchise that is kind of up in the air because I don't know that we're gonna see the same version, like we're gonna have the same actor and everything like that, but the same kind of Daredevil that we got used to on Netflix. The stuff that we've gotten on Disney Plus has not really been as dark or gritty or as explicit as the Netflix stuff, even though they did bring that stuff over and you can watch it.
Mhm.
One of my favorite things of all time is Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, and the
So
Good
good.
Samaritan speech that he gives in the back of the fucking meat wagon as he's getting hauled off.
Speaking of Kingpin in Daredevil, I don't know if you're caught up on Superman and Lois or not, but the villain here, Bruno Mannheim, gives me a lot of Kingpin vibes, and it's fucking fantastic. But go ahead.
I am not caught up on Superman and Lois. I'm very behind on all that CW stuff. I need to get caught up, especially after what was it, 2 episodes of Titans ago. But yeah. So anyway, that's interesting. The fact that when we got him on Netflix, we were getting roughly around like 18 episodes a season, or was it only 10?
It was only 10.
I thought some of them felt longer. Maybe they weren't.
They felt longer because they weren't as good. Like, fucking Iron Fist was just like, why are we doing this?
Listen. All right. I might be the only person in the world. I didn't hate Iron Fist. I enjoyed Iron Fist for what it was.
I didn't hate it. I just was wondering why they bothered doing it.
Because of his sidekick, who I fucking love, and Jessica Feng can be in anything.
Sure. Then do a Colleen Wing show.
Yeah, do a Colleen Wing show. Give me more Colleen Wing.
He was literally the least interesting thing in his own fucking show. So
yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to relate to his character for a lot of people, but I enjoyed it for what it was.
I am the immortal Iron Fist. Yeah, no shit. That's nice. Move on. I don't care.
But yeah, no, 18 episodes that's a big one, and that's actually got me really excited because we've seen him in Spider-Man: No Way Home. We've seen him fuck She-Hulk. Shout out.
Yes.
We know that
another show that for some reason a lot of people didn't like, even though I thought was fantastic.
Oh, She-Hulk was so good.
Yeah,
it was so good. It's because people are fucking sexist and they suck. You know how many times, even at work with people who aren't like really into this shit, oh, they're making another movie with a superhero that's a woman. Why can't we just? It's like, why does it matter if she has a vagina or not? Why can't it just be a superhero movie?
And that's
I don't
the thing.
understand.
And people act like, especially with this one and with the last Thor movie, they're like, why are they taking all these heroes and making them female? Like, no, that's actually a character, you dumb fuck.
It's in the comics.
You don't read comics, so
I don't read comics, and I know about Lady Thor and She-Hulk. Come on now.
Yeah, come on now.
China did it well before anyone else.
She definitely did.
Brought that She-Hulk to life.
You should do that watch along, by the way.
I want to. It's on the list. That'll have to be a Smack and Raw exclusive. I've got all these people lining up to join us for these now too, which is fucking hilarious. Every time I do one, someone else is like, I want to be on that. I want to be on that. I'm like, why does everyone want to watch porn with the rack?
I have no idea why people want to watch porn with the rack, because I 100% do not.
And you already said John's not allowed to, even though he wants to. He said he'd come and do that. You nixed
I didn't say he wasn't allowed to. I said he didn't want to do podcasts anymore, so fuck him.
Pretty much the same thing. No, but I'm excited for 18 episodes to see where it goes. There's a lot of backstory. I want to see if they kind of start fresh but keep the same character, or if they're going to tie in that Netflix stuff and how they do it. So
yeah, we'll see. God damn, 18 episodes. That feels like a lot, Matt.
I'm good with it though. Like, I really am. A lot of these series end and I'm like, fuck, I want more, like, especially the way Disney does it, where like right now there's nothing going on Disney. Like, the Star Wars stuff ended, the Marvel stuff ended. There's nothing new dropping every week on Disney. And I'm caught up on everything. And I'm in kind of I wish there was something to watch.
There is. What you do is you go back and you watch X-Men.
Oh, the cartoon X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you do, sir.
I'm not trying to jerk off to Rogue again. I got over that in the
You
90s.
don't have to. I mean, the show is actually good. So, I mean,
Well,
but yeah. Anything else with this Daredevil stuff?
looking forward to it. 18 episodes does seem like a lot, but I'm sure they've got a lot to do and a lot to tell. So, I'm actually really excited for that.
Cool. So, moving on from Marvel, let's talk some DC. More particularly, let's talk Titans. Other stuff happened this week because there was Gotham Knights. It is what it is. I don't want to talk about it right now. Flash is better now. When we got past those 3 filler episodes, we've got some really interesting shit happening now. Fucking Thawne. And then
Still,
it's always fucking Thawne, man. Even when you think in your head there's no way this is all Thawne, it's still fucking Thawne.
I am so behind on that shit.
It's so funny.
behind.
Like every time, it's just like, God damn it, it's Thawne again. But this one is like it's Thawne, but it's not. It's a whole nother thing. But Superman and Lois also good. Like there's the like I tell you, the villain this series, this season. I mean, Bruno Mannheim, fucking great. Chad Coleman, if you don't know, do you know who Chad Coleman is?
It sounds familiar. If I look it up,
He was he was on The Walking Dead. Big black dude with a beard.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I actually had his face pictured in my head when you said big black dude with a beard, and then I finished typing and it came up, and I looked at him like, yep, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that all happened. But let's talk about Titans because it was the best show of the week anyway. How you feeling? I know we haven't talked about Titans at all on here. How you feel about Titans as a whole this season?
How come Dick Grayson gets so much pussy and nobody else does?
Really, so much?
I mean, he throughout what we've learned about Titans, right?
Oh, throughout the whole series. Okay.
Yes. He's fucked literally every female on that show. Everyone that's come on, he's had sex with.
Did he fuck Wonder Girl, Donna? Did they fuck?
I think so. And Barbara.
I know about Barbara. Yeah.
So Dawn, I think Wonder Girl, Barbara. Yeah, he had a relationship with Wonder Girl. Yeah, the only one he hasn't fucked is Raven. He fucked Starfire. He fucked Jinx.
Yeah.
Every new woman that they introduce, it's like, oh, by the way, Dick fucked her.
Dick gives them the D. Yeah.
But no, I have actually really enjoyed Titans. The whole brother blood stuff, it got a little weird there for a minute. I don't know if
because the whole brother blood stuff is weird.
Yes, it is. But I wasn't sure if I could trust Superboy or not. I really wasn't.
Okay.
Once he went to like his Lex Luthor side, I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know who he was siding with.
Well, see, the thing is with him, it's one of those, he was still, I was even saying this as it was happening, like, he's on their side. The problem is he wants to do it his way. And he has that same problem because he's half Lex, where he believes because I'm the smartest person in the room, nobody is smarter than me. They just don't realize I know what I'm doing. I can fix this without them. It's the hubris that comes along with that Lex half. And that's what was happening there. So it's just the whole time, I'm just like, I'm waiting for him to realize you're super fucking smart, but you're not that smart. Because I think pretty much nobody is.
I think he learned that in this episode, Travis.
Yeah. I mean, I think he learned that last fucking episode when dude
got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, well, that too, but yeah.
But no, this whole thing, it's been weird, but it's been interesting. I don't know much about Brother Blood. I'm familiar with Trigon, familiar with Raven because of Teen Titans Go and some other stuff like that. So, like, I know that kind of whole deal, but was not familiar with Brother Blood leading up.
Yeah, there's an animated Titans movie which we covered on Multiverse, which you can get on patreon.com/Creatia World for just $1, along with Multiverse. I mean, along with Return to Wrestling with myself and the Warden Matt Ritter. You know, you can go there, you can watch that stuff, the extra stuff. We go through a whole bunch of DC animated stuff. It's been a lot of fun, and I go through a lot of old WCW stuff with Matt and make him suffer watching Hulk Hogan. But yeah, Patreon.com/Creation World. Go there, get that. And also, if you're watching live right now, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You can watch us live right here at twitch.tv/Creation World. You go there. If you watch us there, subscribe. Throw a subscription our way. If you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Prime Gaming, which means you can subscribe to us for free. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps us out a lot. But if you don't give it to us, give it to somebody. Give it to somebody that's a Twitch streamer. Take that money from Bezos and give it to somebody who actually will appreciate it and need it. Do that. You can also watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creation World, or watch us later on demand on youtube.com/Creation World. Either way, subscribe there as well. Also ring that notification bell. That way you know every time we drop something new, every time we go live, all that kind of stuff. Or if you want to watch us later, another way you can do that, which is Matt's favorite way, you go to pornhub.com/model/Creation World. Watch us before you get off, after you get off, while you get off. It don't matter, but watch. Anyway, back to Titans.
No, this whole thing has been really interesting. We finally got to see Brother Blood in like his full suit and everything like that, with after he took the power from his mom.
Yeah. The suit, Matt.
Uh-oh.
So here's the thing. If we're believing that this suit like basically manifested on him after absorbing the power from his mother and getting hit with that thing and all that kind of stuff, if it manifested on him, yeah. I don't want to see the strap from his mask. All right. Do better. Do better. It's not even like it's like they didn't even try to hide it, man. They even get a close up on his face when his head turned. Like, look at the strap on his mask.
And we know that, we saw what they did with Robin. Like, we know you can put a mask on without a strap.
Exactly. So what the fuck? Do better.
We are not anti-strap on here at Creatia World. We are not. However,
at all.
We are anti-strap on a mask.
As a matter of fact, we encourage you to get one. You know where you can get one, Matt?
AdamandEve.com?
Yeah, you can go to Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is the nation's largest marketer of adult products with millions of satisfied customers in the United States and all over the world. Founded in 1971, Adam and Eve is also one of the oldest names in the rapidly evolving adult industry. For more than 50 years, they've built up a reputation as a trusted and reliable adult toy store that takes both pleasure and privacy seriously. When you want to shop erotic toys, Adam and Eve has it all. Men and women, straight or gay, and anywhere in between, Adam and Eve has the adult toys you're looking for, including but not limited to vibrators, dildos, even the strap-on kind, sex toys, bondage toys, couples toys, lube, sexy gifts, and accessories. Unlike other adult stores, Adam and Eve stands behind all their products and offers a no questions asked return policy. So whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, or penis ring, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the code erotica to receive 50% off one item plus free shipping on orders of $49 or more. That's adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the code erotica to receive 50% off and free shipping. Where's that link, Matt?
In the description.
All right.
But yeah, no, Connor kind of sort of came to his senses, went to go be like, hey, I'm still with you guys, blah, blah, blah. They do this fission bomb with Starfire's power that Lex was creating. They don't charge it up all the way. It was only 98.6% charged. Doesn't work. I think we all knew it wasn't going to fucking work. It's a fucking TV show. I was not, no.
There's still another episode left.
I was like, at no point was like going into this like, oh, they're going to keep him. No, I knew better. But everyone's kind of doing their own thing. Like, we also had Dick and Raven go off and like summon her inner demon, and then Dick had to kill that with imaginary knife from an old witch that he met. You had Starfire, who was all about just like, I'm just gonna go kill motherfuckers. And Dick's like, no, you're not. And she's like, I have to kill him. I gotta sacrifice myself. It's my destiny. I'm gonna do it. And he's like, no, not gonna happen. Now here we are, and here comes Trigon. As far as I can tell, I'm assuming he blew the horn. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Robin's off in Gotham City, hanging out with Jason, getting beat up because Jason said the only way you learn is by doing.
Yeah,
so
that was a fun thing that I saw. Like once he go to Gotham, and I'm like, okay, cool. As soon as I saw Jason, I'm like, oh, that's why Dick sent him there. Like, there is no Venta. He's there to get a crash course in being a vigilante hero.
I don't know if after everything that happened with Jason and his drug addiction and all that, if that's the guy, I'd be like, hey, go learn from this guy.
I I mean, Amani said the same thing. She's like, are they cool now? I'm like, I mean, basically. I mean,
me and Amani right here.
But to me, I was just like, I mean, yeah, he still knows what the fuck he's doing. He, maybe a little unhinged, but he knows better now. So,
Tim's boyfriend's in a coma, so he's in Gotham, just like learning how to be a vigilante. He's got his little suit. Jason said you rely on your weapons too much, and then knocked the staff out of his hand and whooped his ass a little bit until he kind of got warmed up, and then sent him down to go beat up. And then the whole time, after like the whole discussion of you rely too much on your accessories, he gets jumped by like 4 dudes, and the entire time he's just grabbing different weapons and using those instead of like fighting them.
Yeah, he was improvising. That was, I think, was his main thing. Was like, you got to use your environment too, like not just with the.
No, the rack was not on earlier. I wanted to be twins with Travis today, so I put on some glasses.
But yeah, this was the penultimate episode of the entire series, Matt.
Which is crazy because I've actually really enjoyed it. Did I ever tell you the story about like how we started watching Titans?
I don't think so.
So Kate was not interested in Titans. She didn't know anything about Teen Titans, anything like that, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go check this out. It's on HBO. I haven't watched it yet. And I put it on. And like in the beginning of the very first episode, you hear Robin or Dick Grayson say, fuck Batman.
Yeah.
And Kate heard that when she was in the bathroom brushing her teeth. And she came into the living room and she goes, did he just say fuck Batman? I'm like, yeah. She goes, you know what? You're going to have to stop watching this. I think I want to watch it with you. So then I had to shut it off at the beginning of the first episode.
As soon as you got yourself all set to watch Titan, like, yeah, I'm ready. Let me watch this show. And now you got to wait. Yeah.
And it's one of those things where every time she sits down and watches it, she remembers that she enjoys it. But after she's in the episode and like, we got stuff to watch. There's an episode of Titans. It's never something like she really wants to watch, but then she's watching it. She's all right. Yeah, I remember how good this is. Blah, 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 blah. So.
It's funny because the same thing kind of happens with me, but it's mostly because I just turned something on that I think she'd like, even if she wasn't really like, gung-ho about it. But I'll turn it on, I'm like, we should try to watch this together. And at that point, like it'll be like times where like there's a bunch of episodes, but now I got to wait for her. So it's just like, I could have just watched this on my own. I wouldn't have had to wait. But now, because I did that, I now have to wait.
That is the double-edged sword of a relationship because you want to share things with your significant other.
Exactly.
I show Kate shit all the time because I'm like, I think we'd enjoy this. I'd love to watch it with her. But then I remember the only time that we have to watch it is on the weekends. And now on the weekends after Zoe goes to sleep. So like from 7 to when she goes to bed at 11, Saturday and Sunday is the only time we have to watch and catch up on shit. So some of the shit that I really want to watch that she's like, yeah, I want to watch. It takes me months to get to now because if I watch it without her, she's going to be pissed no matter how long I've been waiting to watch it.
Yeah, it's what happened with Picard because it was like I wanted her to see it. So we started from the beginning for her to watch all of Picard. And the thing is now it's like I can't finish this without her now. And it's just like if I had just not said anything and just started watching this on my own, she wouldn't have noticed. She wouldn't have cared. But now since I've done that, like, oh, this is my life now. And it's going to take a while to get through Picard because we got to watch it together. And it's going to be, like I said, there's a couple of times that we have, like, often during lunch, we eat lunch together. So we'll watch it then, or when we eat dinner together, we can watch it then. But then there's other stuff. So it's just like that kind of gets put on the back burner with stuff that comes out weekly, So we watch the stuff that comes out weekly first. And then when we've watched all of that, then we watch Picard. So it's just, it makes everything take longer.
I do really enjoy Titans, though. I love that we haven't seen Batman, but we've seen Bruce Wayne. Speaking of which, I think my next project for this evening is going to be the Batcave, putting that back together. That's in a big box, and it's the last little piece. Okay. But the last time I built something that big and had to put it together like the way I think I'm going to have to and go through it all, I was up all fucking night. You know what I could have used, Travis?
I don't know. What's that? What could you have used, man?
Probably some Dubby, man. Something
you could,
because it was a late night.
You probably right because W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. W contains the vitamins, amino acids, nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. The product is made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. W has handpicked what they believe to be the 10 most critical ingredients for focus and concentration. W contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. W uses Neurofactor, a patented all-natural coffee cherry extract to help fuel you. This ingredient is what gives W its laser focus and fast reflex effects, making it especially perfect for gamers. They disclose full ingredient amounts, and the products will never contain fillers or artificial colors or dyes. W is also sugar-free, and like I mentioned, it's maltodextrin-free, and it's keto-friendly. So go to w.creatiaworld.com and use the code Creatia to receive 10% off your order today. Again, that's w.creatiaworld.com and use the code Creatia. Where's that link, Matt?
In the description.
Mm-hmm. Really, JJ? Oh man. But yeah, that was Titans. Though, anything else with Titans?
I think we kind of went over pretty much everything that happened. I don't think there was anything that we really missed. Like I said, Dick killed the evil, which was weird. Like I get what he was severing was the connection between Brother Blood and Raven, but like I feel like when she turned into White Raven, as opposed to Dark Raven, that the evil inside her was kind of already gone anyway. So
maybe it was just suppressed.
Yeah, something like that.
There is actually one thing I want to talk about with Titans before we move on, and it's because it's something that's been missing, Matt.
What's that?
Where the fuck is Crypto?
That is a very good question. Where the fuck is Crypto?
Yeah, I want to know. Where's that dog? Because I feel like Crypto can be the key to all of this. Because, you know, Connor went in there by himself. If he went in there with Crypto with some backup, it might have gone differently. And, you know, Crypto and other dogs need to be well taken care of. And a good way to take care of your dog is by going to dog.com. Because, you know, dog.com is your online dog supply, shopping, and information destination. Everything your dog needs, from toys to treats and food, is available, including collars and leashes. They even have outdoor gear and water safety gear for your furry friend. So go to dog.creatiaworld.com to receive up to 64% off your order today. That's dog.creatiaworld.com. One last time, Matt, where can they find that link?
In the description.
But yeah, legit, where the fuck is Crypto? Like, I really want to know.
Also, I know it was the last 2 episodes, but like, I don't really understand the red. I don't understand if Beast, and it doesn't matter because there's.
I'm about to say, I don't think you really have to. Like, I don't think it's really
also
any consequence.
Kind of pissed me off, like that happened, and then I'm like, I don't even know what, like, why you put the red and this dude that can like fusion dance animals together and shit if we're ending the series and it's not going to lead to anything. Like,
maybe it's going to be a key to defeating Trigon and Brother Blood and shit. I don't know. I also don't like the fact that it took this long for Tim Drake to get his suit, but it's whatever. And
I thought that Starfire and Cyborg might fuck. It looked like they were going to fuck, and then that's not going to happen.
Nah, that's Dick's woman.
Well, Dick's got a few. I love Jinx, by the way. I was a huge fan of Jinx. I wanted more Jinx. I could use more Jinx.
Definitely. But I think that's it for this week's Creatia Comic Moment. We can move on a bit from now. And I think what we can do now, let's check out a trailer right now, Matt.
Let's do it.
This is one I dropped in here. And honestly, I can be completely honest with you. This was a trailer for Travis. I know you won't really care. But Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons has been announced, and I want to check out the trailer for it. So let's see what we got here.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
Let's go!
Okay. Classic beat 'em up.
No escape! Take this!
Ugly.
Yes, I know you don't like the sprite style graphics, but you know.
Well, I was just making a reference to the Double Dragon movie.
Oh, yeah.
The Lee brothers. Yeah.
Stega. Out of my way.
Here we go.
Another awful movie that I thoroughly enjoy. So you get to play people besides Billy and Jimmy. Okay.
Get over here.
Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragon.
you know, and there's a Bobo. So here's the thing. I got one beef with Double Dragon games that have come out since a certain time. Do you remember the old Double Dragon cartoon?
I do.
I'm really upset that none of the new Double Dragon games that came out after that had them doing the whole thing with the swords and the little dragon mask thing and all with the powers and all that kind of shit and dragon warriors and all that. Like, why didn't they do anything with that?
Because they didn't update any of the game. Like I wish that Double Dragon had gone the route of Mortal Kombat as far as how they did the games, updating the graphics and things like that. Obviously, it's not the same style game. It's not a versus game, things like that. But you could have gone a similar route and kind of gone in that direction. Like, you remember, was it which Mortal Kombat was it? Like Armageddon, or I know there was a Mortal Kombat like Origin Sub-Zero, where it was like a single player game where you went through and you did fights, and it was kind of like almost kind of like a side scroller, but it was like an adventure, with one character.
I remember that, but I also remember them doing Mortal Kombat. I think it was called Shaolin Monks, where it was Liu Kang and Kung Lao. That was one too. That was
something like that with Double Dragons would have been cool, and you could have incorporated the swords and the masks and all that as they upgraded the graphics and did everything. They just kind of left it, and it's also why I don't play Street Fighter or any of that, because I don't really like the way that it's shot and everything, and I don't like the direction that they decided to go out. I preferred the direction that Mortal Kombat went with, the upgraded graphics and the realism and things like that, as opposed to the arcade feel.
I feel you. I enjoy that feel and that look, though. So it's like one of those things. This will still probably be fun to me. Just like, Shredder's Revenge, the Ninja Turtles game. Fucking love it.
Yeah, I know.
All that kind of stuff. But in other news, how familiar are you with Percy Jackson and the Olympians?
I have watched both Percy Jackson movies again prior to Florence Poe. I was absolutely in love with Alexandra Daddario, so her being on that assisted with that. But I watched both movies, and I'm aware that they're written or based off books, but I've not read the books.
So I'm the opposite. Books are what I'm familiar with. I didn't even know there was a movie until a few years ago. My sister told me that it existed because they were watching it. It was two movies. See, didn't even know.
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, or something like that.
Yeah, that's the second book. So yeah, that makes sense. It's something like that. But my thing is, I think my sister told me they were watching it, and I went to their house one day and they were watching it, and I looked at them like, oh, this doesn't look good at all. And
it's not great, but it's not.
It's one of those things that just like the way I picture these things happening in my head is not what I'm seeing on the screen right here. And
fair enough.
It's just, but there's so much in that universe though, because there's that. There's also the Kane Chronicles, which is the same kind of thing, but it's based in Egyptian mythology. Then there's another one with that's based in Norse mythology. Magnus Chase is his name, is the main character on that one. So it's just, yes, I did say the Kane Chronicles, by the way. Their last name is Kane.
I figured that. That's why I got into these though, is as and I, we've talked about another one of the things we bonded over is I enjoy mythology. It's one of the things about movies, especially horror movies and everything, when you create a mythology, when you create a mythos, when you create like canon behind what's going on, that draws me in and gets me hooked and interested. And Greek mythology and Roman mythology throughout, has been God of War and Hercules, the legendary journeys, even though Kevin Sorbo sucks as a person. All of these things that we grew up watching, Xena, all this shit, it was all interlaced in like kind of us growing up, and the stories are fantastic. Even Disney Hercules, like we grew up on that shit. We loved it. So anything with that has always kind of interested me, with Gorgons and Medusa and all that shit. So yeah, I tuned in right away.
Yeah. But they're good books. So if you ever find yourself looking for something to read while you're, I don't know, hanging out, chilling, or at work in a particularly slow time, just pull it on up. The audiobooks are pretty well done too. I've done a couple of them in audiobook form.
Okay.
But
I
anyway,
have a hard time with audiobooks. I really do.
Oh, I think I remember you telling me that. You're right.
I don't like people reading me a story, and I need different characters and voice. Like if it's going to be a woman, I need a woman doing the voice. I can't have a dude reading. Like I don't know. It bugs the shit out of me.
They kind of do that with the Kane Chronicles. They have two different narrators for the two different siblings. So there's be a chapter that's done by the male sibling, or a chapter done by the female sibling, and it's interesting. I hadn't seen that done before, so it was like, oh, that was fun. But
So Kate's got me reading these romance novels, right? And I literally just had this discussion with her. There's this Mob Chicago series that she got me reading, and one of my issues with these is one chapter is from the point of view of one character, and then the next chapter is from the point of view of another character. There are all these side ancillary characters, right? But it's only these two characters, and it
it's only
goes
two of
from
them.
his
Okay,
point
I'm
of
about to
view
say that's similar to the
to
way they do
boom, boom, boom.
the Song of Ice and Fire books, the Game of Thrones books are written
Right.
that way too. But you said it's only two characters, so that's different.
Yeah, it's literally only two characters. And then when I got to book 2, it's two characters again, but the characters from the first book are in it. And now I want to know like what they're doing, but they don't give me that. They only focus on these two characters, and it drives me nuts because they'll mention, oh, Ada's here, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, I want what oh, I'm not gonna okay. So no more Ada. That was first book, and now we're just done. Now she just kind of exists, and it drives me insane.
Yeah. Another book does that. The Inheritance Cycle, Aragon.
Mhm.
So the second, third, and fourth books do this, where it goes back and forth between two characters. The first one is all basically just Aragon's point of view, but the second, third, and fourth books are between him and his cousin Roran, and it's pretty well done. But anyway, we were talking about Percy Jackson. So Disney Plus series finally has a release window. This article comes from CBR.com from Brad Lang. The highly anticipated Percy Jackson Disney Plus series finally has a confirmed release window and is premiering exactly when fans expected. I don't know about that because I expected something different. We'll get to that in a second. The highly anticipated Percy Jackson the Olympus series finally has a release window per an image shared by Aryan Simhadri, who plays Grover in the adaptation. Grover, I believe, is the satyr fawn thing person.
Yeah.
The show.
I remember him.
Yeah. The show is slated to arrive on Disney Plus in 2024. I personally thought it was going to be at the end of 2023, but that was just me. The photo was taken at a promotional event dedicated to creator Rick Riordan's new book, The Sun and the Star, which, while unrelated to the narrative of the series, is set within the same fictional universe. More specific release date has yet to be confirmed, but the 2024 release window puts to rest speculation that Percy Jackson was targeting a late 2023 premiere, because that's definitely what I thought. So, you're getting Percy Jackson next year. They didn't say when next year, but you're getting it next year.
I'm down for that. They never continued the movies. It's been a while. Everyone's grown up. They can't really do it. So starting fresh, like I said, I love the concept of it. Greek mythology in modern times or semi-modern times. Because I don't know when the books were written, but or when they're gonna kind of stage this. But yeah, no, I'm down for that.
So The Sun and the Star is the sequel to the Tower of Nero. Because it follows the trials of Apollo. Okay, I see what's happening. Got it. But anyway, I just had to satisfy that for my own curiosity as far as set in the same universe. How? Like, it's set in the same universe the way the Kane Chronicles and the Magnus Chase series is, or is it still more Greek stuff? Okay, I'm with you. All right, so yeah, Percy Jackson next year. Let's do another trailer, Matt.
Let's do another trailer.
You know what? I'll let you. Heads or tails, Matt?
You know me, heads.
Heads it is. We'll be doing Enshrouded. All right. Let's see what Enshrouded is all about.
Are you more of a head guy or a tail guy?
Depends on the day.
Fair enough.
How much tail have I gotten lately?
True.
How much head have I gotten lately?
From the darkness, awaken. Let the fire in your veins guide you, for you shall have nothing else to survive. No food or comfort, until it is earned. The ones before you were fools. They pillaged the earth for a magical elixir and unleashed a ruinous blight. My newborn flame. Master the staff.
Okay, so they do have different types of characters. Like, are you only some kind of mage? But okay.
The shield. And the blade. For in the fog, weakness is a feast for the mighty. Cast yourself into the rude beauty of our world. Unlock her secrets.
Okay.
Shape the earth.
A little bit of Spider-Man action there.
Mm-hmm. And also some building stuff, because you were like pickaxing against a wall or something.
Chopping down trees.
Yeah,
Not
building.
yourself, for you are not alone. There are others waiting for you to raise a village or a kingdom.
Kingdom.
Craft arms worthy of legend.
Okay, this is getting more interesting now. I'm like, is it just some generic
And ignite
fantasy
your
thing? But
skills.
now there's more happening. So I'm like, okay.
There's so much going on in this game.
Yeah.
Call upon your allies and together take back your realm.
So there's some multiplayer going on too. Okay.
Of course, it's on Steam only.
Well, yeah, this is like a PC game to me.
Did a little bit of Sims in there, maybe a little bit of Minecraft as far as like harvesting materials to build your shit.
Yeah.
You've got the RPG fantasy aspect. You've got the multiplayer, picking your class. Like, there was a lot going on in that game that I did not expect when that trailer started.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about us doing this show is it gets us all watching different things we probably wouldn't have watched on our own,
Mm-hmm.
And so we see things like, oh, that's interesting. I'm adding that to my Steam wish list now. And at some point, maybe I'll play it.
Literally, I go through my Facebook news articles and YouTube, and if I see a new trailer from IGN, I don't even care what it is. I add it so we can watch it. I'm not even interested on if it's a game I'm going to like, because I have such a narrow view of the games that I play and I focus on, that it's really cool to see stuff outside of my purview like this.
Yeah. Or like I Am Future.
Yeah.
All right. So in other news, you and I are both fans of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, we are. I actually watched TMNT Secret of the Utes 2 with Zoe last weekend, 2 weekends ago. She didn't get all the way through it, but
yeah, it's fine. She saw enough. Or like I did podcast with Just a little while ago. We talked about Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh, Just is the biggest like Ghostbusters / Ninja Turtle fan I know.
Okay.
At our age. Still.
I see. I understand. So anyway, the Ninja Turtles human forms have been revealed. So the latest and final issue of Boom Studios and IDW Publishing TMNT / Power Rangers crossover reveals what the Ninja Turtles look like in human form. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers have given the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a chance to flaunt their human side. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 number 5, written by Ryan Parrott, artist Dan Mora, and colorist Raul Angulo, sees the eponymous heroes battle against the combined forces of Rita Repulsa and Krang finally come to an end. What?
It just seems like a very weird pairing.
Oh, it is. Once the dust is settled, the Ninja Turtles and Rangers quickly seize the opportunity to enjoy their newfound respite. Though not without some amount of extra effort on the part of the former. Luckily, the turtles know exactly how to blend in with the rest of Angel Grove, and in doing so, they give fans an official glimpse of what the Heroes in a Half show would look like had they never been amphibious to begin with. So yeah, this goes on to some more things. They black. So let's see.
Really, because I always picture Michelangelo kind of looking like Matt Riddle.
I mean, that tracks, but yeah, they black. So hold on,
That's cool.
let me show
They're
you.
probably the only, outside of Zach, they're probably the only black people in Angel Grove.
Well, no, because there was a black girl he liked too. So there's
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then Aisha showed up later too.
right. There you go. This is what they look like right here.
Yeah, Raphael's still my favorite.
Yeah. So now we know what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles look like in human form. Does this do anything for you? Anything, make you
I don't
happy,
know.
unhappy? Do you care?
I mean, I'm cool with it. I've always kind of wondered what they would look like. Obviously not in my head exactly how I pictured them. I don't know why Michelangelo is smaller than everyone else but
I think maybe
little
because
things,
he's the youngest.
little things like that. Aren't they all the same age?
Yeah, but he hatched last.
Okay. I was more
I
intrigued
don't
by
even
the
know that
idea.
for sure. I just always assume him being the least mature one, always being the youngest. That's just kind of how I pictured it. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was more interested in the idea of and the possibilities of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Power Rangers crossover and like where they went and what they do. Like, do the turtles get morphers? Do we get fucking turtle zords?
That would be interesting.
Right? Like, I want to know what a turtle would look like in a Power Ranger uniform, or like if they have these human forms, like do they get morphers and then become Power Rangers with the human? Like, I know that was the end of the series, so no, but like I had a lot of very interesting questions going on in my head.
What was that giant turtle zord they had? Titanus was what it was called. It was a big old thing, and it just big ass turtle that was like it really didn't even do anything. It was basically like just a big old shield for them.
Okay. I don't think I got that far into the series.
That
I
was
don't remember that.
that was when they had like the Thunder Zord and everything. That was when they were able to make the Thunder Ultra Zord, was with Titanus.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I remember obviously the Dragon Zord, the Mega Zord. I remember the like white dinosaur Zord that they rode around in.
Mm-hmm.
That would also come and be a part of that and shit like that. Like, I remember a lot of that, but
yeah,
not too
Titanus
much.
also existed. It just they didn't do a lot with him,
Yeah.
but he was there. To answer your question, JJ, that's the only one I've seen is them in in this
Yeah, I don't think
comic
I've
here.
ever seen turtles as humans or even like really discussed as what I think the whole appeal of them was like they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So
Yeah.
I know people have wondered, but I don't know that I've actually ever seen it, at least not officially.
Yeah, the only time we've ever seen any mutants or anything like that when they were taking away their mutantness away from them because they were, turtles originally, they went back to being turtles. And other people, when they retro mutagen thing on them, they went back to being humans or whatever they were originally before the mutation happened. So we've only seen them as regular turtles outside of their mutant form.
Because they're not actually people.
Yeah. But I got one more trailer here, Matt. Let's go ahead and do this, and then we can get on out of here.
Let's do it.
This is for Chrono Odyssey. That was going to look pretty interesting. So I figured
related to Chrono Trigger?
I don't think so. fantasy setting, a bunch of weird demon shits. Just knock the fuck out of you. Looks very Dark Soulsy, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's variety in character.
There we go.
I saw that big ass axe. I'm like, oh, Matt's happy. Yep. Dagger. Oh, she got a gun too. Okay.
Which brings me to a point I'm going to make when this is over. Oh,
What
shit.
is that?
That's a dragon, Travis.
Is it? Yeah, I guess it is. Strange looking head for a dragon, but yeah, it's a dragon.
Well, there's a difference between a dragon and a wyvern. I forget what defines one versus the other.
Yeah. And I think it's because of the two legs and the wings thing. So this is probably more of a wyvern or wyvern or however you want to say it.
Yeah.
I think the dragons on Game of Thrones are technically wyverns.
Hello.
A lot going on with the hair right there. Okay, so they're all there together. So is this single player, multiplayer?
I don't know, but it looks good. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'm seeing multiple in there. So yeah, it might be multiplayer.
I'd check it out.
I have a feeling this one's PC though.
More than likely.
Oh no,
Oh.
no.
PS5.
Chrono Odyssey. All right.
All right, so that looked really cool. It really did.
Mhm.
However, the market is saturated with games like this. You
Now it
brought
is,
up Dark Souls. You look at a lot of the stuff from Final Fantasy, the Lord of the Rings games. I could go on. Even God, I'm blanking out on it. Like World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah.
All this is set in kind of these.
Fantasy settings, yeah.
I want this game in a city in modern times. They had guns and shit, so you can have guns, you can have weapons, you can do that shit, but I want the fantastic magical shit, but like Spider-Man, where you're in fucking Chicago or New York and they're crashing through buildings and shit's happening and updated for today. That's what I want to see. That's the game I want. So I challenge you game creators to take your fantasy world and put it in modern settings.
See, here's the thing, Matt. I need you to understand something about your boy Travis. I'm 5 steps ahead of you. What do you think all this Dungeons and Dragons stuff is leading to, sir? I eventually am going to create my own tabletop RPG. And the one I'm have in my head to create is exactly what you're describing right now. And when you do that, other things come, like video games. So I spark that with that creation. Don't worry. I definitely have that in my head.
Okay.
But
Because like
thank
it
you
looks
for confirming that that's what people need.
Exactly. But no, that's what I'm saying. It looks beautiful, but how many games can you make that look this in these medieval fantasy settings over and over again? And how different can you can change the villains, you can add things, blah, blah, blah. But it's essentially outside of gameplay and whatever story you create. It's the same settings. It's the same game. It's just a new, fresh coat of. So how do you do that? You update it by fucking updating when you fucking make the
Like, how dope would it be if that big ass wyvern dragon, whatever you want to call it, landed on top of the Empire State Building or the equivalent of your modern city? You know, like
exactly
that kind of shit. Yeah. Who wouldn't want to fight dragons in like a modern time kind of thing? See what happens.
What if a dragon hatched from the bean in Chicago, Travis? Like the bean is actually a magical dragon egg. And it hatches and out it comes. And then you find out that there are people in Chicago with powers to fight whatever's going on.
Awakened by this dragon. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense. Because that's kind of what happened in Game of Thrones. People like who like did magic and all that kind of shit. Their magic came back once the dragons started coming back. Same thing happened in the Aragon series and Inheritance. Like dragons returning, like awakened other people's magic and made people who could do some magic more powerful because the dragons awakened more magic. They are mostly magic and all that kind of shit. But yeah. That's the thing. I definitely have that in mind though. It's
And like I said, you can incorporate guns, modern times, whatever, magical bullets, things that will affect the demons, beasts, whatever's coming up.
You can take a lot of stuff from, these fantasy games and give them a modern time equivalent. And you can also still have swords and shit because
absolutely,
guns run out of bullets. So,
I would love to see again a modern day Dynasty Warriors where you take the descendants of all of our favorite characters, Guan Yu, so on and so forth. You still have 3 warring factions, but now they're running gangs in Japan and they're fighting it out with weapons and shit.
Warriors in China, but yeah.
Well, yeah, sorry, China. I was thinking Samurai Warriors. But yeah, you still have these warring factions in China. They're fighting it out in the middle of the streets with weapons, and you can give them. We've added guns into Dynasty and Samurai Warriors, so nothing new there. Yeah,
you can do the equivalent with just guns in a modern setting. Just take like what you normally do, like crossbows and shit, and kind of.
But I still want my swords and my arms, and I want all
exactly. You can still do all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like you can modernize it and still have that stuff. It just like make the guns work kind of like the way crossbows and shit work. It's very doable, and I've thought about it a lot. Trust me.
Same page.
Yeah. But that'll be it for this Friday's episode, and that's it for this week of the Creatia Conversation, Matt.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, you can also, just want to learn more about us. You go to creatiaworld.com. You go there, find out everything, all the shows we do, all the people involved. You want to know more about me? Want to know what my favorite drink is? You go to creatiaworld.com. Want to know about this dude over here? Want to know about the Warden, Matt Ritter? My friend Matrick, my best friend, not yours. You want to go there and check it out and find out, I don't know, how many tattoos does this man have? Where are they? Is there a tattoo on his penis? Go to creatiaworld.com. Maybe you'll find out. Go there.
You can always watch back, You can always watch back.
Just watch the playback. It's on demand.
I even talked about you, so more incentive. We did
actually. We definitely did talk about you. So you got to go back and watch from the beginning so you can find out where we talked about you at, and then keep watching the rest of it too. But yeah,
of course.
Also, if you want to go to our socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Go there, follow, please. Yes, thank you. Also, Facebook.com/Creatia World. And if you're on Facebook, best way you can really interact with us also is by going to, our other Facebook groups, one of them being Facebook.com/group/DemDragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon and all that kind of stuff, or if you just think dragons are cool, like I do, go up in there, talk about all that stuff with us. And if you have dragon picks, I always say, share those dragon picks in there. It make me happy. But if you're a wrestling fan, that might get our group in trouble.
I don't think Dragon Dick will get you in trouble. Listen, I have seen girls on TikToks with giant fucking tentacle and dragon dildos and shit, and they don't get in trouble on TikTok.
Not Facebook.
TikTok's stricter than Facebook. I get straight up porn on my Facebook sometimes.
If you're a wrestling fan, where do you think they should go, Matt?
They should probably go to Facebook.com/group/Smack and Raw, or tune in every Friday, which means tonight, live at 11 p.m., where we will spit or swallow the week in wrestling. It is me, Katie Wrestling, and SCS Vince, my co-host Vince and Katie, talking the week in wrestling. And I've got a little rant tonight about how they're already fucking up the brand split and it's not even in place. Travis got a preview of it before the show, so make sure you tune in 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern, twitch.tv/CreationWorld, youtube.com/CreationWorld, facebook.com/CreationWorld, wherever you want to watch us to check out the show. And we got another episode of Smash or Pass with the draft. So
dope. Also, if you want to follow me, you can do so on Instagram and Twitter at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Matt, where can they find you?
On Twitter, only at Matt Ridders, at MATTRIDDER, or at Getting Off. Getting Off will not be coming back this weekend. It's a busy weekend, so we're going to push it to next weekend. There is a poll up right now at Getting Off, so you can help us decide what you want our next episode to be on. So go follow Getting Off, go participate in the poll, and then make sure you tune in next weekend to check out the episode, see if what you picked is what we cover, and interact with us.
Cool. Well, that's it, Matt. Believe I'll see you next week.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Till next time, we out.
Peace.